Welcome back. Next deck, we've got the Call for Backup March of the Machine deck. So we've done a couple other decks, and this one is red, green, and white. I like those colors. So let's see if this is any good. Boom, boom, boom. Next deck, Call for Backup. So have you guys... Piece of trash there. You guys been opened any of these decks? Have you been liking them? Anything, any good, bad reviews on them yet? Come on, dice, I hear you in there. So it looks, so it looks like every deck's got a different color dice. Oh, there's our Plains Chase, Doom. Another Commander Sampler, and of course, we'll be doing that as a giveaway. Get rid of our junk. Do you guys like these little life counters? Should I save them? Do people out there want them? Do you guys want them? Do you want me to throw them in with like little free giveaways? That way you could have little life counters. Or are you like, no, I want something much cooler than that. Find something cooler for me, Colby. I'll say, okay, I will. Get our tokens over here. There's our fancy. Get rid of the basic line. Oh, there's not a whole lot of basic lines. I mean, there's some, but not a ton. That must mean there's all good stuff in here. Boom! So we got red, green, and white. Bright Palm. So we have legendary creature, backup 1. When this creature enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. If that's another creature, it gains the following ability until the end of turn. Whenever this creature attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature. That creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Excuse me. It's not too bad. We could work around that. We got flying, vigilance. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto a creature you control, Shali and Halar deals that much damage to target opponent. Yeah, this is gonna be plus and a heavy. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I think this is going to be all +1 counters. So we got some search. You got your land, +1 counters, some mana, mana search, land, +1 counters, destroy artifact, destroy enchantment, exile card from graveyard. A little bit of control. 2 more land. Oh, Wood Elves. Boom. So +1 counters, +1 counters, +1 counters. Signets in every deck, it seems like. +1 counters. I always kind of like this one. Is like in the graveyard, it gives your things trample. +1 counters. +1 counters, +1 counters, +1 counters, +1 counters. Oh my goodness. Destroy a creature, that's good. +1 counters, +1 counters. Dash, +1 counters. Non-creatures you control have Riot. They enter the battlefield with your choice of +1 counters or haste. That's pretty strong. Especially in this. There's our Plane Chase card. +1 counters, +1 counters. Big old worm, +1 counters. Discard all cards in your hand and add a mountain for each of those cards discarded this way. Then draw that many cards +1. Oh, that is good for red. I mean, on 5th turn, you may not have a whole lot of red left in your hand, because red you kind of usually dump in your hand, but I feel like that's pretty decent. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, that's pretty good. Clonian Hydra. There's a flashback from our flash from the past. Lots of +1 counters, +1 counters. More land. Champion with +1 counters. Then, boom, Dramoka's Command. That one's got +1 counters, but that's always a good card. Boom. Whenever Flame Rush attacks, create a token that is a copy of another attacking creature that's tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. So it's kind of yeah, like this is. Isn't it the same thing? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay. If you do create a token that's a copy of that creature, +1s. Doom. Put a +1, and it's a land. Another Hydra with the pluses. I didn't even really think Hydras would probably be great on this. Add a +1 counter on Gyre Sage and Evolve. Oh, Evolve would probably work well in here. Pluses. Oh, Inscription of Abundance. Nice pluses. Doom. Oh, it's a Krenko. Whenever Krenko 10 Street Kingpin attacks, put a +1 counter on it, and then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. Oh, so many pluses. Put them all on here. So many tokens. Oh, another Hydra. Boom, a Mossfire Valley. Look at this. In Kamigawa, we got 2 of this card because they messed up. But just one here. Boom. That's a flashback because we had that deck. Then we opened that deck, and I was like, why do we have 2 of the same card? Sorry. Restoration Angel. When Restoration Angel enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-angel creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. +1 counters. Oh, Semester's End. That's a good card. Doom. Sonic Resonator. Copy target triggered ability you control. Oh, your ability to put +1 counters. You just doubled it. Yep. Yes, sir. +1. Boom. Boom. Oh, more temples. More temples. I complained about this last time. I don't like the temples very much. Why? So many temples. I guess it's a rare. It's cheap. It's easy to throw into things. They're basically valueless now because they're in so many. They've been reprinted so many times. Kind of sad. Together Forever. When Together Forever enters the battlefield, support 2. Boom. Good. Oh, Triskelion. There's a bunch of +1s. Hindervines. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by creatures with no +1 counters on them. Oh. That works so well in this deck, yes. Draw a card for each creature you control with a +1 counter. You're going to be drawing like half your deck. That's awesome. +1 counters. Boom. Boom. Artifact creature with +1 counters. Rogue's Passage. Sklurk. All Ingesting. All Ingesting enters the battlefield with 5 +1 counters on it. Whenever Sklurk or another creature you control dies, it had a +1 counter on to put the +1 counter on each creature you control that has a +1 counter on it. Oh, well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Soul Ring. Boom, 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 boom. Swords Plowshare. Like I said, seems like it's in everything with white right now. It's a good removal. Hey, what can I say? And Temple of the False God. It works. I think, wow, so far of the decks we've opened, I feel like this would be the most fun. This is going to be, you're just going to be like, blump, 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 pumping everything, super +1 in everything. Yeah, I think everything looks in here looks like it's got great synergy. I feel like this would probably just straight out of the box be pretty simple. You're going to want a bunch of counters to keep track of all your plus ones. So you're going to get like a little pack of like, there's like 36 dice or whatever, because every card is going to have counters on it. But once you get that, I think this deck would be super fun to play. Like I said, so far of these, this is my I feel like this would be my favorite to play. So yeah, not too many changes. Of course, we'll get rid of the stupid temples. But yeah, besides that, I think they have a really good mana base. It's got lots of duels to cover the 3 colors. So I think that'll do you just fine. So yeah. Now you know what's in this deck. So if this one looks interesting, you know what to expect. I think we've got one more deck to do, or two, one more deck. I don't know. I know we have at least one more deck to do, so we will open that up and put that up soon, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.